Every time you get angry at a comment, frustrated by traffic, or insulted by someone's opinion, you are handing over the remote control of your brain to someone else. You are letting external events, things that have no inherent power over you, dictate your internal reality. Thousands of years ago, Roman emperors and gladiators used a specific mindset to maintain clarity during wars and betrayals, the ancient framework of Stoicism. By installing a 3-step protocol today, you can build a psychological structure that processes external events without letting them hijack your behavior. The system relies on a single rule called the Dichotomy of Control. It requires you to categorize every experience into one of 2 buckets. The first bucket contains things you cannot change: the weather, the economy, and what other people think of you. The second bucket contains things entirely in your control: your effort, your reactions, and your beliefs. You must draw a mental barrier between these categories, focusing your energy only on the variables inside your own perimeter. When you reach past this barrier to try and manipulate external events, you create friction against things that will not move, leading directly to the stress and exhaustion you feel daily. Step 1 is the micropause. This is the tiny, often ignored gap of space between an event happening to you and your reaction to it. Most people ignore this gap. They react instantly with emotion, yelling, panicking, or complaining before they've even had a chance to think. A Stoic forces a physical pause. When someone insults you, take a deep breath and wait exactly 3 seconds before speaking. This 3-second delay disrupts the emotional spike, allowing your logical brain to take over the response. This gap acts as a checkpoint, forcing every impulse to pass through a logical review before it becomes an action. Step 2 is emotional detachment. This requires you to stop labeling external events as good or bad. If you lose your job, the event itself is just a fact. The distress you feel is a result of the disaster label you've placed on that fact. By stripping away the label, you look at the problem without the fog of panic. Look at your situation like a scientist examining data on a clipboard. You are simply observing the current state of affairs. This lack of emotional judgment leaves you with the only question that matters: what is my next move? Step 3 is the Amor Fati protocol, which translates to loving your fate. Actively embracing a setback as a necessary advantage shifts the event from a burden into a tool. If someone rejects you, it provides the specific resistance needed to build resilience. If a project fails, you have acquired diagnostic data that shows you exactly what does not work. You weaponize your obstacles, shoveling the bad things that happen to you into a furnace to power your next attempt. When you treat setbacks as raw material, external events begin to accelerate your progress rather than slowing it down. When you combine the micropause, emotional detachment, and Amor Fati, you create a complete operating system for your mind. You move from a state where anyone can trigger your emotions to a state of consistent internal stability. Nothing outside of you can dictate how you feel, unless you choose to give that power away. To lock in this protocol right now, comment below saying, "I am in control." Stay focused, stay stoic, and I will see you in the next video.